Hi there, this is the story of Neon, ticker symbol, and the company name Neonode. You probably know the story, especially of the stock price, went from $2 to $20, and then a huge decline to $5. And now the market cap is about $85 million. And the big question is, of course, if Neon is a great investment at the current price and the current market cap. And the answer, you will find it in this box. Now, to understand this answer, you have to look at this business to understand it, especially. So, now let's start why the price has declined so much, from $20 to $5 in just one day or a few days, something like that. A huge decline. And investors hope that this company will go to the moon. Well, they had a patent, a lawsuit with Samsung and also Apple. And more recently, they announced a patent settlement with Samsung. And they're about to get only, between $15 and $20 million in those payouts. And the market, of course, expected more than this. Hundreds of millions of dollars. 100, 200. And that's why the price went up so much, but look what happened. A huge decline. Now the lesson is, every time you see something like this, a litigation lawsuit, where they try to protect their license, their technology against other companies, and you expect that they will get a lot of money, be very careful here. Be very careful. Don't ever rely on those lawsuits, patent settlements. Never rely on that. Look at the most important indicators, their business. Because even if, let's say, just an example, this patent settlement, Neon gets $200 million in payouts, right? 200 million. Let's say just an example. And the price was about $20 back then. $20. So 4x current market cap, 160, 320, right? The market cap would have been about 320 million, right? And now, you have those two numbers, and they were, the market cap was even higher, overvalued. And now let's say they get 200 million. Just an example to understand this. And now you look at their business, their revenue, right? Look at revenue, only 5 million in 2022. Then 23 declined to 3.8 million, 24 declined to 3 million, and for the first half of 25, another decline in the revenue. They reported only 1.1 million. So for the full year, they might make barely 2 million in revenue. So another decline. And their earnings, of course, losses. Over 4 million, 10 million, 6 million, and more recently 3.6 million. And if you look at the number of shares, it has increased from 40 million to more recently 16.7 million. And this is bad. And now, to understand how they make money, they offer their license for their technology, optical sensing, to OEMs, original equipment manufacturing, and of course other tier 1 suppliers. And those OEMs use that technology in their applications. For instance, gesture sensing and so on. And of course, besides this license, they also offer services which are related to their license. They offer support during product development. And this way, they make money. Now, you could have easily predicted the decline in the stock price by just looking at the decline in their revenue. And of course, declining earnings, high losses compared to the revenue. Because look at this, 24. They made 3 million revenue, but they spent all that money, and on top of that, another 6 million. So, doesn't make any sense to invest in this company when you see declining revenue and a lot of losses, plus increase in the number of shares. And now, let's say they could have got 200 million in cash, right? 200 million. But the market back then, when the stock price was about $20 per share, was already overvalued. Because on this payout, what can you add? The revenue about 3 million, let's say 30 million. 230 million in total. And again, compare 240 million with the current market cap. I mean, possible that was in the past when the price was above $20 per share. You can see that it was already overvalued. And if you bought when the stock price was about $20 per share, for sure you lose money. It was easy to see that you are likely to lose money. And now, I don't know why people bought when the price was about $20 per share. It was obvious that this company was extremely overvalued. And when you look at the revenue declining and losses, earnings plus dilution, it was obvious. Why on earth would you want to invest in this company, Neon? Also, they have competition. Method Electronics, for instance. You can easily see that they suffer a lot from competition because the revenue is going down and down, and they still report losses. So why on earth took the risk to invest in this company, Neon? I don't understand why people do stupid things. I mean, you could have avoided this massive decline simply by going to my profile, press join, and choose Titan Investor. And there you can see my portfolio. Just take a look at it and see all my investments are up. Plus, you also get an investing course to understand better when Neon companies like this are overvalued and other in-depth analysis. So this is a lot of value for you. If you want to stop losing money, join my membership Titan Investor. And now, to open the box and show you the answer, because I hope you understand now the answer, you can see here whether it's a great investment or not. The answer is no. Still, Neon, at this valuation, current valuation, is not a great investment. Now, there are some people that really want to invest in Neon. They want to take revenge, right? Because they have this drop in the stock price from $20 to $5. They want to take revenge, to invest only in this company. They don't want to take advantage of this portfolio from Titan Investor. They want to invest in this company. And now, if you give me $1 million and tell me, John, you are only allowed to invest in Neon $1 million and make a profit, what price would you pay? Well, the answer to that question will be available for members. And to be fair with you, for Spartan members, where the price is much lower than Titan. By the way, if you join Titan, you also get access to Spartan and Gladiator. Same thing for Spartan. If you join Spartan, you get access to Gladiator. So, see you there. And if you have other questions, please let me know in the comments.